Seeking, and I'm back with another video. Hold on. I want for this to be showing more of this table. Okay, there we go, I think. Okay. So I feel like, okay, I was about to go, it's so many things I'm about to do. Okay. It just be frivolous things. I mean, it's important, you know what I'm saying? But it be frivolous things. It's like if I had free time to not have to worry about chores and shit like that, I could really get so much more done. I feel like that's the thing people don't understand about privileged individuals or privileged situations. The only reason why a lot of these people are able to get a lot of things done, I'm talking about the ones that judge those of us that may not be as pristine about everything as others, is because of the added help that they have, assistance and, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? People try to judge you because and I feel like that's what this is. This is haughtiness of these people that think they've been judging somebody, even in their right mind, or if it's been somebody that's been, you know what I'm saying, on a journey with God. So you ain't really been, some people can keep up with shit, some people don't. Just the way it is. It's the way your mind works. So I feel like people think they can judge people off what they see, your whole circumstances. It could be, something about whatever, why somebody may not be able to keep up with regular everyday things. So I feel like people be judging people on the wrong thing. Like I say, it ain't about who look at what you look like when you stand in front of me. It ain't about what sex, race, creed, nothing. It's about what you saying. What I'm sensing when you saying what you saying. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if people move their hands around. Some people just fidget when they talk. I feel like that's a key pointer of, people being able to identify if somebody is telling a lie or something like that. But it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? I just hear shit. I could go to your video and listen to 5 minutes of your video, especially if you already on the radar and I already know what it is. So it's just a gift. I feel like Source gave it to me because I was going to be hit with a lot of shit at one time. It's just what I feel. All right. So again, I was cleaning up these cards and I said, wait a minute. Okay. Let me stop real quick. Because I feel like this is this energy here of something here. We got even the Baphomet in reverse here. Because I feel like this is actually also talking about some kind of prejudgment or something like this. And then people think that because they think they have you pegged, they think that they've turned the masses against you or social energy, social presences against you. They think because they restricted you or they might have stolen your phone to have private information, and they might be really good with computers and stuff like this. So they might be able to hijack into your phone. These are the people that make these midnight rides like Paul Revere. Okay. So again, there's this energy of, yeah, something about a Paul energy, either Paul or Jason. Okay. Because I can see kind of like what breeds sometimes these people are, what spawn they are. Okay. I feel like that's just that co-creation kind of energy or something about that. But I feel like the masculine energy, could be the mastermind. I feel like I could be the mastermind too, but I feel like the way that the gods have dealt with me is very unrequited. Okay. I feel like the way that the even father or not, unrequited. It's no longer seen as a kingdom up in heaven somewhere to me, like in the clouds or whatever. It really never made sense to me anyway. It's more about in somebody's head, the capital dome, a dome energy. It's funny because this dude named John Levy or Levi or something like this, I used to watch his videos a while back. And one of his videos came up in my feed from like 2 years ago. And in that video, there was a image of like a woman or whatever laying there slain in like the dust or whatever. So I'm trying to be real careful right now because I feel like these guys are definitely inhabiting some of us energies on this plane that have had something to do with this great awakening or whatever. Okay. To come back and avenge or make things right. I feel like some of these people lost their way by getting physically involved in other shit, okay? Mentally, possibly even too, using their gifts in order to pollute or using their gifts in order to intrude, okay? So I don't even know why I'm thinking Jude, okay? Because there's certain things that comes with visuals and stuff from television and things like this, right? But I can put them into perspective because I feel like there's this energy You know, I just ended watching the one season. I don't want to see it no more. Okay. With the Asylum from um American Horror Story, and it's, I think Jude was getting ready to be taken by the angel of death. Okay, but I was seeing where they coming from with this, because I feel like this Jude energy may be a split energy, because a lot of these, like, if you are in the God energy, you could resonate with a lot of these people. I feel like the energy of me is the all God, the all seeing child of that particular God. All right. So the way that my sights or my mind and shit is set up, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if somebody can capture this energy on this plane and fuck around in my head, you know what I'm saying? They got, this is almost like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, okay? But I feel like it's something crazy, all right? Because I feel like, again, I was just writing something about somebody's expanse may be very wide when it comes to gossip, or who said, she said, or he said, she said. But again, my gift may not be that broad. And sometimes I'll be like, dang, only when it comes, because I don't want to know about really nobody else's business unless it's harming somebody or something like this. All right. But I was just thinking like how good that'd be to have that in my own life, because it's hard for me to discern people that are immediate family to me. All right, so that must be something too to also deal with these type of breeds or groups or clones that we're dealing with. The fact that you know, it may make you feel strange or me feel strange because, you know, I'm not able to see them or something, but it may be because they're not really a people or something, and this is why you can't read it. Read them. Okay, so people are changing every day. Okay, so I was just thinking about yeah, so but I'm more precise with my gift, okay? So I feel like that's just what it is. And then I was just thinking about this whole energy because he was doing a video and I was like, why does that thing look familiar to me? You know, it was like a dome, right? And it was like kind of shaped funny. And I put a picture up of it on my Instagram under Shay_seeking. But again, a lot of people come on here, they see what I'm doing now or something like this. They don't realize the extensive research that I've already done over the past 12 years. So, and that I put in, whether it's online or off, you know what I'm saying? So they don't realize that part and how deep I go into things when it comes to this story. So I was like, why does that thing look so familiar or whatever? And one image was of this thing, he called it like an aircraft or a spaceship, and it had smoke coming out both sides. And it was hovering over like an old world city or whatever, okay? And then I was looking at that, but then there was another one where it had been cast down or cast down to the ground or whatever and flipped upside down. All right. And a woman was standing next to it, okay? But in the beginning of this video, there was a woman laying in the dirt naked, okay? And I was like, where did I see that before? And I remember when I was little, we used to drive out to my aunt's house, okay? And every time we drove past this building, I think she might have worked there at one point in time. It was shaped like a spaceship, okay? And I was like, that is a strange way to shape a building or whatever. But I couldn't wait to see that building, or I knew we were close when we got to that building or whatever. And it was shaped just like a spaceship, a spacecraft. I don't know. So so then I realized that when I was looking at the top of that shield or whatever, that we were looking at the top possibly of the Golden Rondelle in Racine. In Racine, Wisconsin. Then I thought about, oh, Will Johnson, John's son. So this could be, again, John and Paul, something to do with letters from Paul and something about John, okay? And then I was thinking, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this might be, again, something a little bit deeper, because I think that Rondell energy represents the place, a headquarters or something like that for Johnson & Johnson. Okay. Now I remember, you know what I'm saying, my daughter briefly worked at Johnson & Johnson. And now I'm thinking back like, damn, did she come back different after working there? This was around the time of the vid, a little bit before or after or something like this. Okay. And so I started thinking about that because, you know, there are field trips and stuff that go there for children. And it started making me think about, like, I think when we went to the a museum in Chicago when I was young, and I think somebody got lost. If I didn't get lost or something in that museum, something weird like this, okay? So I started thinking about field trips because, you know, it's school time right now. And I'm like, well, damn, I wonder how many children, you know what I'm saying, end up going to some of these mysterious places and things like this and don't come back the same. They come back altered or something like this. I wonder, could that be a portal? I wonder, could that be something? All right. So I was just wondering about that kind of stuff like this, okay? But also I feel like people got their PP. People have their something in a wad right now, okay? I feel like all these people were having these divine masculines feel some kind of way about divine feminine, but really it was talking about these groups of people. Same thing, having the feminine or me or a masculine, me, whatever, having it like this or whatever, because it was benefiting these people. It was giving these people the power to be able to go back and forth in people's dome or in their energy field here, okay? To be able to do things, okay? We got this Ouroboros energy. This person's supposed to be protected here. All right. But there's other energies around this person, just like the world card is. This is my world card from this deck here, this alien Akashic mixed deck that I have here. Okay. But I feel like this energy right here is in reverse. I feel like somebody feels like somebody may not be ready for a leadership position. Okay. Somebody may be like, you ain't saying it or something like this, or it's something that need to be a test or something that have to be passed or something like this. Now, this is the spread from last night. All right. So again, we got this energy of like, you know, again, the tall grays right here with uncertainty, organized and intimidating. Okay. And I feel like some people can be intimidating to other people's. To me, you can't. It just don't work. You know, like it's really that, you know, Nina Simone energy, no fear. Okay. And I feel like that scares people more because this may be people that might be trying to hold something off at bay or something like this. And so they try to say, well, this person's scared. They just don't, because they take my nature as being someone that really restricts and keeps my energy, you know, try to keep my energy as safe as possible. You know, by not going places where ain't nothing going to be shaking. If ain't nobody talking about nothing, I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather resonate with myself and source than to be somewhere where people are going to be phony or it's going to feel like this or, you know, whatever. All right. So again, I feel like people try to use that as some kind of basis to say somebody might be mentally ill or shy or something. I can walk right out of here. Listen, and this me. I can get dressed tonight because again, I feel like I'm one of those people that command a room. I don't give a fuck if it's the grocery store. I walk into a place like, what? This is mine. What are you saying? Like it's ours, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I belong here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the kind of way that I walk into a place. So, you know, everybody else should too. Is what I feel. Then what people wouldn't have so much time to be hating on other people because you could just be in that energy fully, be fully repaired, and you could be standing in that energy too. So I could be sitting here looking like a ragamuffin. The house messy upstairs. I just dropped off the D baby before I cleaned up. I said, let me come down here and do this video. You know, I'm not dressed or nothing. I still had the same confidence whether I'm dressed or not yet. Okay, so again, I feel like this is just that energy where somebody want to make it seem like somebody can't fit into society or a certain group or some shit like this or something like that. But, you know, like I said, I could get dressed right now and then walk right into, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, with the proper attire and walk into $1 million banquet and not even, you know what I'm saying, a plate banquet and feel as confident as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something like that. I'm just versatile, I feel, okay? I used to be, when I was younger, stuffy like that. When I was younger, I used to be like, oh my goodness, you guys want to go where? And I'm like, girl, let's go over here. So many people over here at the youth center. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and we're going to meet these people. And I'm like, how many people you think going to be there? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When I was like 9 years old or something like that. 10, you know, when I was younger or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Or a house party or something. I'd be like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Before we go in, I just will be feeling some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But I got over that. I think nightclubs or something helped me get over that in my 20s. Okay. But anyway, so we have the Emperor and then we got this reptilian energy in reverse. So I don't know if this Emperor energy and then this devil energy in reverse and then this reptilian energy in reverse got me thinking that somebody might be feeling some kind of way for the first time ever. Now, I feel like, again, this is the same energy that I feel. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, and I don't care what nobody have to say because I'm not going to let nobody try to control. You know, it just is what it is, okay? But I feel like at some point in time, it was a mutual thing within a certain community, and me and this masculine that knew that something was going on here, okay? Something that neither one of us maybe had felt, okay? And this could be, like I said, a past spouse or something like this coming back in, and we maybe not weren't activated like that, but we needed time apart. And the only way to part was this person to go out and experience certain things and see if they want to make their way back. Maybe something happened with this person during that time to say, oh, well, damn, I appreciate what I got at home. Maybe again, me too, you know, going through certain things in my life or whatever, settling down and everything like this and saying, you know, being done with my work. And ain't nobody gonna tell me it's not a part of God's plan. Okay. As long as I wasn't out there hurting no one or intentionally hurting someone or doing anything, I'm saying I'm going to get this person, I'm going to do this, I'm going to leave them, or, or anything like this. If I wasn't coming from a wrong place, okay, and I was coming from a pure place when I was doing it, I don't see anything wrong with what, what I'm saying. I feel like some of this shit was God's work. Okay. I feel like this is how some of this, things like this or whatever. So again, God's work could be this masculine being taken away from me to a certain level or whatever. What frustrates me is that how do everybody else know and I don't know? How do everybody else know the details and I don't know? All right. Because there's definitely something with some type of God energy or some type of intricacies in industries and some type of alien and something ancient, something energy, somebody with power here. All right. Somebody comes from a lineage of people that hold power. Now it's a secret though. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking about like some stuff that's stored up in the heavens that could be in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Okay. Don't make any images, but that might be why these people kept on being able to get away with a lot of things that they was getting away with over time. All right. And that's why a chosen one was going to be coming in the 400, when the 400 years was over, to be a ruler forever. All right. But I feel like a people 20 years ago, something like this conspired. All right. To cover up a death of a father, 10 years, a year ago, 2 years, whatever, to cover up a death of a father. Okay. Something about this raw energy or something like this. Okay. With a hole in the heart. I feel like it has something to do with heart dis-ease because again, it's this broken hearted energy. There's a song that says something like, yeah, when you sit there and you drink your stiff drink, it's like something like a stiff drink or something like this, and listen to I'm the one that you're going to be thinking about when you sit there in the dark and you drink your stiff drink and this woo woo woo. All right. So I was just thinking about that's kind of like a routine that my dad had sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I could tell when he had a lot on his mind, a lot on his plate, probably even more than I even knew. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So again, he could have been going through some ascension stuff like me, or he could have been going through some stuff like me or something like this. Okay. But I would realize it. And then sometimes I would come home, after hanging out with my friends, somebody he'll be sitting in the living room with his little short glass with something to drink in it and a record or something playing. And he'd just be sitting there real still. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. Okay. So I felt like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? That song is telling me exactly what I used to see my dad, and like I said, of course, I didn't know everything what he was going through, but you know what I'm saying? I could kind of see it in his eyes. I'm that kind of person that will try to sit near, not in your face, you know. I feel like a healing energy or something, to him or something like this, okay? Because you have to realize that, we were kind of separated from him, at a certain time with a divorce and things like this. So, um, I just wanted to be back by my dad. So I ended up moving back north with my dad. And then my sister and my brother stayed south with my mom. So, you know. But I feel like again throughout that time, I learned a lesson too. And that's why I feel like this is how I can ask God these difficult questions and things because I feel like it is my dad or something, and it's like ooh, it's something about a rebellious streak or something like that. Like me feeling like God been doing me the way that I remember my dad doing me as a teenager. Again, and it stems from the way that we operate on this plane, these certain groups or tribes or something like this. All right. Well, again, other women matter. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't blame it on them because now been able to see voodoo and this and that. So again, something about your whole life flash before you die. But I was feeling like my whole existence is flashing before me, and I'm getting to see behind the scenes or behind the curtain because again, it was telling me I wasn't gonna be able to. This other card the other day, it felt like somebody was not going to be able to see the other side. Now I don't think this is fully the other side, but maybe it's just appearing in at things. Okay, and you know it's something like that, okay? It's something like that, okay? So to be respectful, I'm not speaking everything that I've seen, but I feel like again, this is like instead of death, it's like ascension or something like this, okay? Mm, okay. I do feel like there was some kind of disgrace, but I wonder if a father figure or a spouse had to look at, was this what they have listened to other people pin on them about me, whether this is angels and demons or a father figure or something like this, or a spouse in the kingdom or something like this, or whatever. I feel like somebody might had to ask themselves that question, just like I asked myself that question about people, okay? So yeah, we got these two desserts here with this feminine energy in the dark, okay? And then I'm hearing delicate or delicacy, okay? something keeps somebody alive or keep them nourished, okay? But again, it was this energy of this star card here, because I feel like a lot of people are fighting over this position, okay? I feel like this feminine is the star card, but she's being blinded, okay? But I also feel like, again, there's something about this lion, all right, in the reverse, and these women in the reverse, and somebody else, not. I think it was the star that was not in the reverse that was next to that. And the ace of rods, because maybe somebody tried to pin something on someone else or something like this, and it was actually somebody else, and I feel like somebody could have died because of whatever this is with the secrets. Even what we were when we were going into last night, I feel like, again, somebody could have died with some secrets or something like this. This may be a hunting or a hunting down, or I think it's called human hunting, when people are hunting down somebody for a specific reason or something like this, okay? um and I feel like that's what they're doing to Hebrew men. That's what they're doing to originals right now. All right. And I feel like this is a touch not, because I think somebody wants God, like there's gods or a God waking up, and somebody doesn't want for somebody wants to see these other gods or these male or maybe even feminine energies. And I feel mostly masculine energies, even if they holding feminine energy. Okay. If they're resonating in feminine energy more. It's something about, that energy of, instead of counting how many times somebody did something wrong, the one time that they did right or something like that. Okay. So I don't know. This may be something that somebody could take into account, within the next couple of days or something like this with somebody that they may be dealing with. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like this is this energy of somebody they didn't realize. They thought that this person was just bitter and complaining and griping or something like this. But actually, in all actuality, this all stems from this energy of this infinity or this 808 and heartbreak. Somebody just wanted to continue to break somebody's heart, knowing that, again, this person has shown love, but been in certain situations where it was unrequited a lot with fathers and shit like this, but already healed from that long time ago. Okay, no, not holding nobody. Just seeing the whole narrative is letting me be able to see why certain things were the way that they were. All right. But I guess, again, it's like, I felt like at some point in time, if it's some masculine that's about to put his foot down, it's going to be mad because he is the one that's on top. He is the best one. My divine masculines is all that. And they is the most powerful. And I don't care. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was for me for a minute. Okay. All right. But I feel like somebody caught feelings. I told y'all, somebody caught feelings somewhere within one of these dimensions here. Now, this could be that, we have been built differently, possibly some of us, okay? And I feel like, again, there's no reason for me to think that me and this Taurus in this 30-something year relationship, okay, it's nobody's business how long it was doing what and what, all right? But we definitely had a dedication or something to each other. All right. But I feel like just the way we were built, I don't know. I feel like, the activation of love didn't come in, I feel like, until later. But I feel like it also came in with, I feel like, again, maybe this Gemini or this Scorpio energy, okay, is what busts something open here. Okay. And like I told y'all then, it was like a father in a lover energy. Uh, one of them being a father figure and one being a lover, but both teaching very valuable lessons. Okay, so but again, they both could have been, mistakenly as a lover at one point in time, okay? But not in that sense where we were like naked together, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't know what be going on, okay? To tell you the truth, I feel like I've been blinded. So if somebody is taking me up somewhere, some shit into the Milky Way, I don't know about it, okay? I feel like maybe this is where we get wet dreams and things like this from. I don't know, okay? But what I do know is that I knew that these two people existed on the 3D. Right? So I was geeked. I was geeked. You know what I'm saying? I was geeked because I'm like, oh, this feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, and maybe even it's not even for the first time, because this was a feeling that I had not felt since a long time. So this could be also the hardening of a heart. Okay. This could be somebody that was made to harden their heart. And that don't mean be mean to people. It just means to really just shield yourself so much that you're not able to feel. And then when you can feel again, and then all these hurtful things are happening, you have to shield yourself again. But again, that's why I feel like it's important to be a really good self soother or something like this. Okay. Because, sometimes somebody is not going to be there. You got to have real, true, genuine, something for yourself. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like this has something to do with something. But I was thinking now, I came up to this channel, right? And it was like, it might have something to do with like a investigator that's psychic, or it might have those words in their title or in their name on their YouTube channel or something like this. But this person was talking about like a loving relationship like last week or something like this, or his twin flame or something like this. I never seen him all googly eyed like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who done came up in his room at the nighttime? Okay. And you know what I'm saying? But again, at some point in time, I already said, well, damn, I don't know what's wrong. I mean, this dude would be like, scorp, scorp, scorp. He may even be a scorp. And I'm like, okay, so what is this? Is this dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is he his feminine energy has a feminine already encompass his vassal or something like this? You know what I'm saying? And or is this some old other shit? Again, I brought up the fact that like a couple weeks ago, I posted a picture of this person, dipping into some water. I thought it was subliminal. He think that he could do subliminals on me when I could see still what somebody is doing when they was doing that. Because the next day I went in, a couple of days after that, believe I went into the Bible and it was saying something about these people that was doing these being imposters and doing these things behind the scenes. And that was what was on my energy for that day or whatever, to try to find out what it was being talked about. And it said these people, they're going to get whatever that they're gonna pay for whatever it was what I was reading. And I'm like, well, damn, what did they do? And then it was showing like they'll have spots on their faces or something like this, like some what, like talking about leprous and all this other stuff. And I noticed that this person was doing a live and he was talking, and underneath his chin, I seen these white spots. And I'm like, well, source wouldn't be saying this in the Bible, and then at the same day, and me seeing this at the same day when I don't really even deal with this person's channel like that. And it just came up in my feed. So, I was like, yeah, okay, so this person, because even if this person don't want to be with a masculine that I'm talking about or some shit like this, what's going on is this person is hating on what we have. Maybe it's a friend, you know what I'm saying? Because again, friends can be like that too. I had two friends that kind of like, I had a best friend and another friend, and I felt like again they kind of didn't like each other. Maybe this lifetime they do or something, whatever. Okay, whatever. But I feel like at some point in time it was this energy of, you know, they kind of didn't like each other only because it's like, oh, yeah, well, I'm about to go over such and such house. And it's like, oh, you going over there? Oh, okay. Like, cause I don't know. I feel like people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. People might look at me, and I had to analyze myself too. A lot of people say keep shit to yourself or whatever, but again, it is what it is. We all people to a certain extent. And I could just see that energy. I can sense that energy. I feel like people don't want me to say that because this whole group of people as a collective know that they gonna get their ass told on, or they're gonna see the real story from my point of view if I tell my story. All right. So I can remember that because I've always been observant. I've always been this clairvoyant. I've always been this something. Something activated within 2 years ago that knocked that shit out the park and made me be able to be very confident in what I was doing. Okay. So, and I only just start picking up cards about a year or two ago. Okay. So, um, and so I noticed that kind of behavior or whatever. Okay, I just noticed that, and I didn't feel like it's not like I was like ill, or it's not like I was like, yes, somebody, it wasn't nothing like that. It just was like, oh, I see. Oh, is that how people? I don't know what I am like this. Okay, I am just someone that, I don't hold no grudge like that, like against nobody, or I don't, play like favorites, and I just don't. I'm not able to. It's not in a part of my DNA. Okay. But I am someone who could call some shit out, whether it be in my head or it's gonna come out my mouth. But better believe if it come out my mouth, I will be able to say it to you right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of energy. So I was just paying attention, all right? And I'm like, and then I know what two friends did get into a fight. And we were, outside or whatever, like one of my friends was over, and then the other person was like, yeah, I'm tired of her or whatever, like this, that B or something. And I can't even remember why they was really fighting, but I was like, oh, that was kind of messed up. I can't remember why. I don't know why this thing stopped recording. I don't know when. So anyways, so I was like, I don't remember exactly why my friend was so mad at my other friend or whatever, but we all live within the same vicinity of each other. And I remember that one friend came over, you know what I'm saying? And then my one friend came over, and then she was like, yeah, something, I'm tired of you, something or whatever like this. And I remember they got into it in front of my house or whatever. And my one friend hit her with a telephone. Um, you know, and like that. I was just thinking because I've been seeing these people that I think are bred, or it's either these people or clones of these people, especially in the tarot community. And then I'm thinking like, well, damn, could this person be acting funny like this towards me because she think that it was my fault that this person did this or something like that? But I mean, I'm thinking like if you redial that shit back, I was the one that felt bad about the whole thing. When we went in the house, everybody else was laughing about the shit. I'm the one, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like again, these people as a collective might be cool with each other, like on a spiritual level or something energetically today. I was the one that went back in the house and was like, damn, now I kind of feel bad. Why did that happen like that or whatever? Everybody else was laughing about the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, so if this is what I'm being judged with this particular person that's having a sideways view of me, then I don't see how. Because everybody else don't seem to be being judged like this, but I am. So that's why I was just saying, when we're talking about karma, let's be careful to know that it may not be karma. You may just be doing your job for the gods to teach somebody a lesson, and it don't have to do with like they was a bad person or something like this all the time. It's just like gods may be hiring these people or putting them in your life some kind of way to teach you a lesson that God wants you to know. It might not don't have nothing to do with you being a bad person or something like this, and now you got karma. Okay? Now, all right. I feel like again, somebody is making a lot of emphasis on somebody not having a job. Somebody also making an emphasis on somebody not having growth or being successful. But somebody also know that somebody is being a targeted individual. Because if you really a targeted individual right now on this level that possibly some of us are, okay, then you are probably 9 times out of 10 are not going to be feeling prosperous. Okay, it's gonna feel like shit is in the way. It's gonna feel like whatever you put your hands on is gold, but for some reason people are acting like you diseased or something. They don't want nothing to do with you or to buy from you or nothing like this. They'll support everybody else but you. Okay, I feel like that could have been a lesson. Okay, especially knowing if you are someone that's an entrepreneur and refuse to really want to work for anybody, especially for crumbs. You know what I'm saying? When at the end of the week you ain't gonna have nothing to do but put gas in your car and go right back to the damn job the next day or the next week, and pay your daycare provider, you ain't gonna have nothing left or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then what's the sense? You know what I'm saying? Now I see why people do go on assistance with government or something like this. But again, it's a rock and a hard place, right? Because I'm somebody that think that, yeah, people should be able to get that for a certain amount of time, then this shit should expire. It ain't no reason why 2 and 3 generations without a break should be on that shit. I mean, we could think of a different way to put programs or something like this where people can be able to advance, or while they're on that shit, they're gonna be getting some kind of degree or, entrepreneur or something, or learning some kind of skill or craft that they can use. All right. It's just a shame, like I said, if you are someone that's very creative and you're getting blockers all around you, know what I'm saying? And people trying to act like it's your fault or something like this, when it could just be, like I said, somebody picking on you, or somebody trying to teach you a lesson, or somebody trying to block you out from a certain, from making some type of, growth, financial growth. Because I feel like that's the only place that they can hit you. Everywhere else they try to look or test you or something, you passed it. Okay. So it might just be finances, like I said. And when we got algorithms and shit like that, it can just be affected. And that's just what it is. And what are you going to do about it? You could either keep on making something and creating something and saying, you know what, oh well, I like doing it and whatever, whatever. And if I don't get no money or whatever, or you could just stop and do something else. And then when you do that, because you're going to be an entrepreneur anyways, there's always still going to be some kind of blockage there. All right, because there's some kind of energy hanging over you, and it might just be witchcraft or bitchcraft is the next season on what you call it. Okay, I don't even know what it's about yet, but I can only imagine. Okay, I can only imagine. But for me to find out that it might be these feminine energies that have been seen themselves being put above me by a father, a god, or a godfather, or a spousal energy or something like this, that's the heartbreak. Because I was just sitting there, I was feeling like there's a decision that had to be made soon or something like this. And, you know, um, soon about something, or it's already been made or something like this. And I don't know, it's just out of nowhere. Okay, somebody was playing. I knew they was trying to do this anyway. All right, but it didn't stop me from being able to get emotional. All right, but I was sitting there looking at my D baby or whatever, and I was just thinking, because I watched that clip earlier about June from Handmaid's Tale. And she was like, I just want my daughters to be able to have a real life, in the future or whatever like this. And so it was this energy of somebody saying, don't leave me like the song, something about don't leave me like this. Don't you see I need you or something like this. But I feel like this is just somebody playing around, trying to stop somebody from another opportunity or something like this or whatever. If it ain't, it's like all of a sudden, why now? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck gonna change? You know what I'm saying? Right now in the 3D or whatever, even if other people think another dimension is more important, obviously for me, I've been blocked out of some dimensions or something. So this one is the important one to me. So if you want to show me something, it's gonna have to be in the 3D. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Okay, that's just how it is. I don't think it make me less of a god or nothing like that. It just means that these people been using witchcraft or sorcery or electronics or technology to fuck with me some kind of way. All right. So I did. I got upset. Okay. But I feel like somebody was trying to make that. They were trying to make a tearjerker. Okay. To try to seem like, men don't cry or something like this. But I feel like they do. All right. Or they should. But I feel like it was emotions about, I had this something, and it is something that I couldn't control. It's not like I could go, because I could be a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or I could have been, somebody that could be kind of, I don't manipulate. You know what I'm saying? It's like tourists would be like, yeah, you trying to, yeah, oh, I see what you doing. You trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, maybe. Okay, so again, it's not like a trick. It's not like low key, like I'm just some bitch that's like, yeah, babe, this, and that, or whatever. And I know I'm being a snake. No, it was something that was obvious. I even had a little cute way of doing it, like, please, like whatever. Okay, so it's kind of like that. Okay. Um, so where was I at? I think I'm doing too much talking. But yeah, I feel like it just was something was emotional because I was thinking, well, damn, is this leaving her some kind of way? Is something about to change in his lifestyle where I won't, you know what I'm saying? Something like this when I was looking at my D baby, okay? I feel like something is like something here, okay? But actually, also, I feel like somebody like, damn, I did all this. I thought you was gonna make it. I thought we was gonna be able to like do something or whatever, like this or something like this. And I'm like, damn, because I kept thinking about sacrifice, like sacrificing their only begotten or something like this. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like what is being, this is serious now, huh? It's kind of like that energy, okay? And then I was just thinking like, could my main thing be like, I'll walk out, like if a vortex or some fucking portal open out in the front yard, you know what I'm saying? I will probably be the stupid person to just, you know what I'm saying? Or curious person to just go right out there and be like, oh, what's that? Because you know how in movies they be like, they be like, girl, you know what kind of people do that? Like, girl, do not go to that door. Why is you looking out that window? Go, run the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, on like a movie when somebody like, when it's like a scary knock at the door or something. Okay, and then you know what I'm saying, the person is midnight or 2, 3 o'clock, you barely awake, they barely awake or something like this, and then they go open up the door, wide open and step all outside and shit, be like, is anyone there? Like okay. We know the obvious stuff that get you all going in a scary movie, okay? So, but I was like, dang, but the only thing is, I promise, I feel like Source was trying to lead me out of here one time before. And it was just like, someone was just like, go. And I'm like, but go where and what? And like, I feel like I'll be coming right back. And then I just, I broke down and cried that time too, because I'm thinking like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? But I just thinking like, she be like, Mom, if do you don't even know the caliber of anything if you ever walked away from me, or if you, and I'm just thinking like, oh my God. But it's something here, y'all. It's something here. We got fertility and bees. And we got 2. All right. So I feel like I don't want to be a player no more. Somebody might have been playing games in the ether or something like this, okay? Somebody could have been being evil towards somebody or something like this, and they don't want to do it no more. All right, something could be tied to, but these bees are tied to this 10 of Pentacles here, and there's something hiding behind here. All right, this could be a feminine energy just recently marrying a masculine energy that has something to do with the I feel like a wheel of fortune energy that comes from this baby, a child that's already born, a child that's going to be born, or a child that's waiting to reach a certain age, okay? with this fabrics of our lives. I feel like definitely this has something to do with somebody cutting off a garment. This could be somebody removing a baby from a basket. All right. Sick, right? A little bit. Okay. Tied to this Blackwater bloodline here. One of these Blackwater bloodlines, maybe even on this railroad. There's something about I've been working on the railroad. So this could have something to do with I feel like her name was Sarah or something like this with that railroad that I was looking up a long time ago. Okay. Somebody could be having a child or something that's connected on some kind of level or something here. All right. But this person is not looking at these many different Seven of Pentacles energies no more. All right. But this is this energy here of these two bees in this union here. It looks like more like a union, but with this Ten of Pentacles. Somebody might even have an inheritance or something, but they have to be either not married or they have to be married. Okay. Because this might just be making it like a man, you know, I'm hearing somebody saying never let a man try to make you think he's over you or some shit like that. Okay. What this lady was saying in this thing. So it's something like this. I feel like this is what this is. Okay. This, you know, I keep thinking about like something that's trying to throw me off about this person. Because I feel like I definitely have like bloodlines or ties to Hollywood and also to the Oval. Okay. So it's something like this where I feel like somebody was trying to show this Lana energy. Sometimes something be happening in that show. I just did it 20 minutes ago. I just posted something about it 20 minutes ago before I even watched the show. This is my first time ever watching it. Okay. So it made me think about her because she was smoking cigarettes, but everybody was back then. Okay. But I feel like this also could be representing marijuana. Okay. I feel like again, somebody might smoke a lot of marijuana, or the way they present themselves, or when they come on screen or something like this, they do it, you know, with no problem, which is they're okay to do that if that's what they do. You know, I'm not judging them for doing that. I'm just saying that I feel like some people are being their whole life and existence is being shown all day. So we can quit playing when we try to say, oh, don't talk about everything. Well, we already know that some of us have been surveilled our whole life. So let's cut the chut. Okay. So what is the real reason why somebody wouldn't want somebody to speak on something? Is it to silence you, to get you to go off into the background and just float away? You know what I'm saying? Like this or whatever. What is that? Hmm. So there's no easy transitioning towards something here. And I feel like also these bees were connected to this reptilian energy here too. Okay. Which is, and also to this emperor and the devil. Okay. But there's something about fertility in the devil too. So again, this may be again a God energy that was just in a low vibrating energy for a long time, didn't get over something like this or whatever, okay, or needed some heat, some fixing or something like this. I don't like that word healing, but I feel like definitely this man is whole, and these pentacles has something to do with this man feeling real big headed, okay, over this feminine energy that has been blinded. All right. It's like almost like maybe even misogynistic energy where a father figure could have left the kingdom to knew the daughter was going to rule one day, but was judging the daughter or something like this and let her spouse come and handle shit. Okay. Because he was a man. All right. But didn't know that this man was going to be playing games and being maybe a little bit immature, a little bit. Okay. But maybe not, or not being protective over the daughter. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I feel like whatever this is, some type of protection, some kind of awareness of who I am has always been there. But I feel like I didn't know. Somebody didn't want me to know because they didn't want me to get puffed up, or they didn't want me to be inflated or feel fully powerful and step into that power and actually rule in that power. So they could have been letting this spouse that's missing in action, or this Houdini husband energy, run things. All right. Wow. And that's who could have been sending men to someone in their anger and all this other stuff. Okay. All right. But he also had these women that was at her feet. Okay. But they're in reverse too. Because I feel like these women were sorcerers and stuff like this. Sorcerers or sorceresses. Okay. However you want to call it. All right. And they were filling up their cup with her ideas and her abundance and everything like this, leaving this person because she was bound and she couldn't do nothing about it. All right. But I feel like, again, tapping into something is what woke me up to be able to see this. All right. Probably this masculine was feeling some kind of way. Then something could have happened. He could have got distracted or some shit like this. And, you know, went another way. You know what I'm saying? And then just left me here. I feel like this has been my energy for a long time. almost like beheaded or something. All right. Not being able to control something, but these women are in reverse because they had control of this could be a man leaving a women in charge of this border, this southern border of this feminine energy, and these women could have got caught because in that person's video that want to be a private investigator, a psychic investigator, they said something about, oh, how was you making money if you don't have no job? Somebody got a job and somebody don't. But he said one key thing, slipped up and said one key thing. So how was they making money off of you if you don't have no job? Right there. That's what you said. Just let me know that these are the criminals that have been recording me secretly, possibly, or releasing my personal information to the public or something like this. That was maybe even plotting to let somebody come in and try to defile somebody, me and my children, even my daughters. I feel like just because of their jealousy of how this man felt about me. But I feel like this is them projecting their energy on me. This was these women that liked women. These women that was doing all this other shit, whatever, trying to project it or dump it on in my and I feel like that's why some of us have been cut off when it comes to the reptilian brain, or the that area in the thalamus, which I equate to like a holy grail or the stem of a glass or something like this, or one of these cups that will be on this thing, the base of the skull or something. Something could have been done right there, all right, to detach somebody so that they will not be able to communicate with the gods when it's their turn, or they will not be able to hear what was going on. So again, like I said, with that kitchen energy, that's what this shit is, okay? Maybe even people have been angels or demons been able to store stuff in your damn subconscious. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like something like that, okay? But I feel like these people were making money off of certain feminine energies. All right. So these three women could have been also working with this masculine energy. It's almost like Laveau on American Horror Stories, when that one Caucasian man she hired. Okay, I can't remember his name. To go get all the heads of all the witches. I feel like that's unique. Somebody that might be a unique tarot reader. Just saying. There's three other feminine energies that come to mind when I think about her energy, but that's the main one. One of the main ones. But you remember that Gabby or whatever from Precious, she the one when she fell down, when he came up in there and shot them all up in their thing, up in that hair shop or whatever, okay? She was the one that was able to pick up the gun and shoot him before she died. So I feel like these people have been using their gifts to construct a lot of things. I feel like they've been asking for stuff in certain people's names. That means identity theft. So again, some when Jesus said, "Ask of something in my name," I feel like these people were going into somebody astro projecting and asking, or getting other people to sign, or getting somebody else to play somebody else's part. And these people have been living a lap of luxury, while the real daughter or the real son been sitting here struggling in situations where they felt like they wasn't even wanted, or some shit like this or whatever at some point in time. But somebody wanted to see the heartache, the breakup. They wanted to see the despair. They want to see somebody out on the street, some kind of way. An empress can't make a graceful fall or a graceful movement from one place to another, like in the antiquity when they would be on one of them. Now, I might be too damn big for that, but I'm just saying, one of them carriage things. You know what I'm saying? If you think about like the way the natives would bury their dead, they would put them up on stilts, okay, and put them out, under the sun or whatever. And if you think about that too, when people were moving from one kingdom to the next, the woman had all her stuff. The people had those things. They were moving those things or whatever. All right, and then she also had her little chair thing where everybody held like one edge of the chair. Okay, and they carry her or whatever with the little canopy. Actually, I got a chair like that outside. Okay, it don't move. I mean, I don't think nobody gonna be picking me up on it, but I'm just saying. All right, so I feel like, again, why not? Especially if this is the mother of. You get what I'm saying? If this is the mother of, and also the lover and the companion of many. Maybe not the whole time, but people may have been inspired actually by somebody, possibly. Even if it's just one or two people that went on to do something great in the world. Okay? So I kind of feel like that. I feel like some people, these witches, including male tarot readers too, are getting caught up in something here, is what it is. And they are trying to, the best thing to do is we all start, they're saying that, why is it going back to these scriptures? Let's do how it was before the Lord set up the world. Now, I don't think that these people were there. The Ruach was there when the world was first set up. All right. It could be even Eve, which been the first wife of Adam. And they made that specific because Adam might have left his wife in the garden while he went to go out and be fruitful and multiply and came back. Okay. Somebody, he could have been messing with those girls and supposed to be coming right back. Okay. But I feel like people know that the kingdom is thine. And they had these plans already all this time. And I feel like this meant before this masculine energy took and put his woman in the proper place in his eyes. This could be a passing of a father, and the kingdom is now resting on the daughter. But first, the spouse of that daughter could have been called up like Enoch first. This person could have used their power to put somebody on a pedestal. That pedestal could be what was given that gap between, on a dollar bill, between the pyramid and the star energy or whatever, or the light energy at the top. Again, so this is also a detachment. It's making me think about the base of the neck, or the bottom of the goblet part of a, one of these type of cups here. Okay. Again, God don't like ugly, so they do it in a 5D. I feel like that's talking about the kitchen or the back, the one part of the brain. Okay. Reptilian. Again, this is why every time I can feel things, sense things, emotion, everything like this. But when it was time to go or operate, like, oh, even if we talking about going to certain places to get certain, what I'm saying, to get tapped in, or, because again, I get different feelings when I go into the forest than I do when I go down to the lake. I was doing a lot of going back and forth and everything these past 2 years. All right. It may have even be seeming like people were extending out an offer to meet or something like this. And it's like I should have been able to telepathically know exactly where to go to get this type of communication, or whether this was 3D, supposed to be in a 3D or not. All right. So it's something like that. Okay. Where somebody would be frustrated because they're like, she's just not paying attention. She don't care. But in all actuality, somebody don't know that somebody did spell work, or maybe even something surgical or something like this to somebody's mind to cut off communication. Hell, it could have been this masculine thinking, well, let me just do it right now so I can get my dirt done. I don't want her to see. You know what I'm saying? And then we could put it back together later. Okay? Yes. I just know the energy of this part of this awakening this past 2 years. Somebody kept saying, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Again, we got this King of Pentacles out here, okay? Clarity is in reverse. Look, this is just refreshing my mind of what we just was doing. Something told me to keep this out here. All right, because this is what this is about. This King of Pentacles wanted to do, what I'm saying, have his cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to test out some grapes. Got any grapes? That cartoon. One walked in, then a little one, some like duck. It's something about like a duck or something the kids used to watch, okay? The children used to watch. And the little duck said something, got any grapes? Okay. But anyway, okay, let's move on. All right. So ew. So yeah, I feel like somebody doesn't have the means to protect anymore though. But I feel like again, this energy of this private investigator energy, I feel like this might be one of them night runners, like I was saying. And I felt like somebody was sending out some energy to be defiled. I feel like this is a little bit of a love triangle too. This person could be connected with somebody that don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Male or female. All right. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's like an empress that ain't even awake or whatever. That I could probably just go do something to this person real quick. You know, I kept hearing something about sugar in somebody's tank or something, because the next day after if I seen the image of this masculine energy, my car was smelling like heavy, like fumes or something like this when I was taking the people to school and work the next day. And then I was thinking like, wait a minute, could this be somebody that was sent in because somebody knew that somebody did something to the vehicle, to fix it? Okay, a test run or something like this, or was this somebody that did something to the vehicle to get rid of somebody? Because that's just really the feelings that I've been having lately. Okay, so I feel like, again, people are trying to wrap some shit around some empress right now. Now this could be this empress that's the fake empress, all right, but they're gonna have a hard time trying to explain some shit on this empress, because this empress, I feel like a divine masculine kind of saved me a little bit by telling me, stay your ass at home, find what you can do in your house. Okay, because I feel like somebody knew what these people were going to be up to. Now, did this person know that they could put you into a mental prison same way, or keep you out of the class to be able to be a merchant? What if you're all of the above? Oh, this don't look like a merchant or whatever. Even though they're creative, they have so we just gonna stop the flow of this, because usually people just stop doing what they're doing that they love to do, and they just give up. Because why am I going to keep on, loading stuff up, making stuff and everything, if I know for a fact that these people got my algorithm on lock to stop me from being able to sell? Now, again, I feel like this whole time there's a beast that been set up. I didn't even know that this was a beast that somebody was. So if somebody trying to say it's because you didn't worship the beast, well, I didn't even know who the fuck, and nobody been honest with me about nothing. So I don't know. But when you are showing me these motherfuckers, then you think that I'm about to do this when I know who the fuck I am, we got a problem. Yes, that might be the stubbornness in the Taurus energy. All right, you keep on trying to tell me a Libra is the Empress instead of a Taurus. You get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to because that's something that these people in tarot land that was getting paid came up with, and that's why I just got to do my own thing. That's why I had to pull my own cards and do my own thing, and use my own intuition and my own discernment. Because whatever this is, people have been up against this energy. This might even be, like I said, with that energy of that person trying to bind themselves to this masculine or feminine here because of something here. All right, most of these people, whether they make money or not, again, if somebody got a lot of money, that might just mean they want a lot of more money. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody don't have money now don't mean that they wasn't supposed to. Don't mean that they didn't inherit something. Don't mean that they don't deserve to have it. It don't mean that, none of that. I'm not putting down money itself. All right, because I know if I was in a situation where I had an abundance of money, I won't even have no friends really. I won't be fucking around. I will be working on building shit and building. I mean, it just would be like a game. I wouldn't be playing, gambling, none of that shit. I'll be building. I already know. I got all the business ideas and shit. And the names, what the music will sound like when you walk in the store. The shit is already in me. It's almost like a baby Donald Trump without the money. You know what I'm saying? That's who the fuck I am. All right. So we got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups right here, and I feel like that's the truth. Hard work, but if you working hard and you seeing there's no benefit, if I go to Macadano's, if I go here, that's not my mind span is not even fucking built like that, because I'm in the wrong part of society. I'm not even built like that. Okay. I feel like this masculine that we talking about might have been more built like that at one point in time, if he wasn't snatched up and shown the ropes. All right. So I feel like that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with these people that are trying to wrap up something around an empress, but it may be this fake empress because she got a fat ass or something like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? People still looking at outer surface level shit. People that's talking about running and ruling kingdoms. You see what I'm saying? You could run a household, bitch, and be a reader and just know how to sell some necklaces and shit on the side. Some people might know how to design other things and do other things, but I'm just saying, a lot of these women, these bees that been on in my hive, have been sitting at my feet, having me bound and gagged, okay, Almost like Ariel, like didn't even give me a choice to give my voice away. They just took my fucking voice away. They took my views away. They took my algorithm away, so I wouldn't be able to get views or whatever is what I mean. All right. And now this is why these people are in reverse, are being judged. All right. Now, if I never opened up my mouth and said nothing, if I listened to all these tarot readers that's on one accord working for the devil, you know what I'm saying, then I would have never been like, nah, that don't sound right. Let me just tell this part anyway. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Because obviously I feel like there's a misconnection. There's a disconnect between me and a God energy, whether it's my father or not. Because at one point in time, it was my father or the spouse. Okay. Look, we got justice. I'm telling you. All right. Somebody's putting down their guns. All right. It's darkness here. Something that somebody could not see. All right. They kind of old or whatever, aged a little bit, but it's something that they wasn't seeing that was in the dark right here. All right. Maybe this person was too high in society or too high up in somebody else's ass to realize that there was something going on in the darkness. If you could even look at this card, it looked like, well, you can't really see it. It looked like different figures are down there in that darkness. I feel like somebody is just realizing that it's something else that was going on in the dark here. All right. Possibly with some man or a men. Okay. I feel like it's may have been like you could go to the temple of God. You could go to the tree. You could look at it. You could probably touch it, but you can't eat it. And I feel like, again, some people probably was, okay? They wasn't saying that, all right? So somebody could come to this tree and be like, what did we get from this tree? Nothing all this time. Well, or did we? And people just ain't saying what they got that was abundant from the tree. Because they don't want God, they didn't want God to know that they were doing more than that with the tree. And then at the end, the tree get to lose what? Because the tree was totally innocent and didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I feel like, now I'm talking about only in the other dimensions. Okay. I'm not talking about in the real world 3D. Okay. Although I still feel like those men were sent too. All right. Because I don't think it's my personality that didn't stay. It was always the fact, and the way that these tarots, that's how I know these readers knew some of this shit, is how I knew that they was been looking all behind the scene this whole time. All right. People enjoyed seeing me meet people over the years and be very 100% cool with these people. And a day later or 2 days later, they're not there anymore. And it's almost like, well, you ran them off because you was too clingy, or you didn't call enough, or you did this, or you did that. You. And I had to get over that fact. No, it's not me. Maybe the environment might be a little fucking sick. And then I said, well, maybe some of these gods must be crazy. Because I know one thing. You're not going to get me to feel that kind of way. Okay? Yeah. So I feel like this is this energy. I definitely seen the countenance of this person change ever since I knew this person had been intimate or connected with some other person relationship wise. And that's why they was acting like that. Okay. So somebody must have got their feelings hurt. And now they jumping on the bandwagon because I feel like these men or somebody knows a formula to having people come and touch the garment of Yeshua or the Christ energy. All right. And then not get nothing back and say, oh, why isn't this person? Because the energy can be very on point. Just to be around somebody might be really on point, nurturing or something like this. All right. So that could be, people don't really meet that kind of energy all the time. I feel like me and this masculine may carry that. Or a couple of us. Okay. And I feel like this built a nation of these men that hate the babies they hate the ladies that raise the babies. Because a god or something cut off her access to her children to nurture them or see them or something like this in the right way. And vice versa. So this could be a coming together of just understanding of sons and the Mother Earth, Gaia energy. All right. With music and everything like this. I feel like this could be something like this. But I feel like somebody is trying to make it. It's just weird. We got the Lovers in reverse, okay? A feminine energy, it seems like here. All right, the Knight of Cups in reverse, okay? So I feel like this could be also, like I said, the energy of a Knight of Cups coming in with some type of cup, okay? I feel like the Knight of Cups could also be somebody that travels in the night and brings in cups, okay? These could be feminine energies or something from a cup, all right? Whatever this is costs a lot of money or something like this, or it did at one point in time. And I feel like somebody is making it for the public out of spite or hate or anger or something like this right now. It's trying to damage something. But again, this is a whole thing to damage fossil fuels or American gas or American energy, to wear it down to a nub where there's nothing left or is deteriorated, to show that the best thing is going green or building back better or new Green Deal or whatever this is. Which is not too patriotic, we can see. You better believe me, this has something so simple to do with maybe somebody that is all strung up and under spell work of a witch. A lineage of witches that are jealous of the real royal bitches. We'll just say it. We got the Three of Coins, crafty counsel in reverse. And he side-eyeing the thing like, how she know that? How she know that? We got the Two of Cups here. All right. Something about some kind of union or something here. We got a King of Cups with the werewolf energy. Maybe somebody could have got away from being altered or something. Somebody energy or something like this. All right. We got a Page of Wands coming in trying to do a stick up. Okay. This could have been a hitman being sent in, or somebody coming in to, you know, try and penetrate someone here, okay? It could be also somebody that was coming in and trying to steal somebody's Ace of Pentacles here. That's in reverse here. Maybe they already did, and they just thought that they got away scotch-free, all right? And they love the camera so much that they can't even get out the camera for a minute because they want this job position so bad that they think they just gonna get this job position by manifesting it when they talking about dirty shit. So again, they might have just be like, forget it, I ain't gonna get the job thing. Let me just do something dirty. And now that they did something dirty, now they can't go get this job. So now they mad, or they know that it's probably no chance for them, or now that they know somebody might be, you know, going back home or something like this. All right. We got the Magician in reverse. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, if you look at that episode and you look at this reader, this person looks just exactly like this person. I was damn near about to say, damn, that's the same person. Off the show. Okay? So we got, I'm about to say the IV. IV of Cups. Oh my goodness, y'all. I promise I didn't get enough sleep, I think. But again, this is an antidote here. A vial or a vessel or vial or whatever. All right? Make me think about Revelations. Okay? These vials or whatever that people were using. All right? In reverse. Okay? So again, this could be even somebody wanting somebody to get some kind of antidote or something like this. But I feel like, again, it kills off something when it comes to originals. We got a Hierophant in reverse, okay? A Street Pope energy. Somebody could have been looked at that way and not anymore, okay? Somebody probably just don't even want to be about that life no more. They don't want to live in that energy no more. They want to, you know, enjoy life now. I feel like that's where, you know, some of us, you know, all right? Somebody could have gotten a lot of stuff stolen from them, okay? We got a Three of Cups here. I don't know why that's making me look like making it look like a flute, or maybe somebody is, this looks like somebody on opioids or some shit like this. I don't know. In reverse. Okay. So somebody could have been lying about somebody being on drugs, or maybe somebody is not on, like, doing that anymore or something like this, okay? But we have Justice in reverse. I feel like, again, I don't know, but it's also what's done in the dark is going to come to light. And look how this person right here, this magician, is shedding light on whatever this darkness is, okay? Is on or down, okay? Oh, that's too many. All right, but we got a Three of Swords here, okay? Somebody's going to be heartbroken about a situation here, all right? Somebody got this knife here. Could be some knife talk going on, all right? We got Two of Wands here, all right? I feel like there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. The Two of Wands, somebody is going to go ahead and hike up some trail or something, or running up that hill, okay? But I feel like somebody's just playing with somebody. They're really bullying someone, or they are. We got the Tower mode. And I feel like they're not gonna be able to do this no more. All right, we got the Chariot. Yeah. And so again, I feel like somebody might get warped up or wrapped up or raptured up or something in something here. Yeah. I just feel like I definitely feel like whatever this person was doing, regardless if this is just an act or whatever, somebody is trying to get a Empress nervous. And I feel like it's really because these people are nervous about what they're doing. So there's a lot of reverse psychology. You got to be really good and skilled at being able to catch this type of manipulation here. All right, because I feel like this is a whole community, like a lot of people, like the emails that these people get, so-called downloads or whatever, all on one accord. I feel like, again, maybe they're even looking for their leader and can't find their leader. I'm looking at all them falling. Even the old ones. All right. Dang, faceless ghost and the haunted girl. Yeah, because I feel like this is representing spies or people that been all up in your face this whole time. This is how some of these tarot readers know what it smell like in your house. They know what your breath smell like. They know what your twat smell like, because that's what they do. I don't know if they got special skin suits or some shit like this. Be sitting there talking about they your friend. We got 33 and 34. All right. Somebody might have got an extension on life because of this type of haunting that was going on. Yeah, nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So somebody might be getting a new chance to relax and actually enjoy life for a couple more years. I mean, but the bad thing about this is somebody might die or something. All right. Or they might have already again. Somebody could have died at 33, 34. All right. It's funny because we were on that Gangsta Paradise. It was talking about, 23, will I live another 24? Now that could be 24 hours, or I didn't even think about that. Or I was thinking a year, but it could have been 24 hours. I didn't think about that. We got treat your body like the palace it is, okay? Yeah. So it could have been saying another 24 years, all right? Or it could have been saying like 67 or something like this. Or it could have been, again, another 24 could have been another 24 hours. Because I felt like somebody was about to do a hit on someone, all right? And we got the hitman in reverse here. So this could be talking about anybody. Then we got justice right here in reverse, but the guns are not drawn anymore. He's putting these guns down. Somebody said they was tired. A song came on and said, I'm tired. I give up. Somebody said, I give up, okay? I don't know what song that is, but it's on like there's no words on that type of music or whatever. All right, so again, we got the tree, let them go. But I feel like, again, it's not time to let these people go yet. I don't know. I feel like it's time for some of these people to have to pay for what they did. Burn slow. Or something like that. We got Poe. Burn slow, Poe. A bitch fire. So again, in reverse, stand up for yourself in reverse. I feel like, again, somebody doesn't want somebody to stand up for themselves. It could be these faceless ghosts here. All right. Because it's like you can't prove it. So these people think that they can still continue to get away with it. All right. What does Poe say? It says, time for a change. Learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. All right. But that's in reverse. All right. So I don't know. I feel like this might be detaching here. This might be somebody going off and detaching for some time. As a collective, a whole group of people for a time and a half. They may be under attack by certain people. All right. It could be something like this. Okay. The sad thing I feel is like, why couldn't people get the trust issue together, at least already by now, so that if something did come, somebody would be down. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be hesitation on both sides or whatever. Because I do feel like whatever this is dealing with somebody that, on both sides, somebody is hesitating something here. We got the Lantern Fairy, a clear solution. All right. So again, somebody might be, raised in the Red Lantern. I used to like that movie, that Chinese movie. Okay. We got Hedonist. Okay. We got a damsel. Okay. The Hedonist is inspired creativity, energy and embrace the good things in life. Celebrate the beauty in yourself. Okay. And then we have damsel. Light attributes is understanding the nature of the healthy romance. Um, inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay. So again, I feel like that's it is what this is. Okay. And then we have the autumnal equinox release. Okay. So it's something about releasing something. Okay. Maybe you need to get released. I don't know. Okay. Somebody might need to go sit in the middle of some trees or something and look up at the sky. We have clouds shape shifting. Okay. This could be dealing with like changing of times or changing of the weather or changing of people here, or getting ready to shape shift into something here. Cause I feel like I was thinking about something about babies or something. I don't know. It just made me emotional today. And I'm like, damn, was I this emotional when I, you know what I'm saying, thought about my own children? And I was about to say old children. I don't know. Okay, y'all. But I feel like, you know, it's something different. I feel like whatever I'm feeling may be somebody about to go into a new chapter here. I feel like somebody is saying you have to give up something, okay, in order to advance. But I feel like somebody can have it all really with the right person next to them. All right. And I feel like whatever this is might be something to do with somebody actually being full and whole for the first time in their life, even if they, this could be somebody that, like me, don't want no more children at this point. Okay. It's just too much shit going on in the world. Okay. But I did notice that girl on that show, she had the baby by that one guy or whatever, that everybody, that he was bad, a guy, supposedly a bad guy or whatever. This might be a good guy in real life, but everybody was making him out to be a bad guy, or it could have been a bad guy. All right. But she ended up pregnant by this guy. All right. And I don't know. It's like, she was about to get the baby taken out, and then she changed her mind at the last minute, okay? And went off and wrote a book about her life and what happened or whatever, okay? So, I don't know. But I feel like this may be somebody, like I said, like me, that don't want to have no more children or something like this, okay? But also don't want to lose any more people, and actually maybe have lost people or angels or energies or ancestors that have come in, something like that, okay? So again, crystals, focus, okay? All right. So again, crystals, focus. My daughter was just asking me, I thought we were going to be opening up a crystal store one day. Yeah. So I feel like there's a difference between a dreamer, because I have opened up a store, set it up, decorated. It was just a little old thing or whatever. But, but it was in the wrong location, but I still wanted to try it out anyways. And, things like this. So I know how to run something professionally. Okay. It's just that I feel like what pisses me off is that, again, why I sat there all those nights and ordered them purses and meticulously tried to get everything down, because I say I'm about to open up this whole business with just only $3,000 or $2,000 or something like this. You know what I'm saying? I say I'm about to have my whole wedding with $1,000. You know what I'm saying? But my dress cost that much though. But the rest of the, so it was about $2,000 for my wedding. And you would have thought that it was something like else. All right. So I've just always been that kind of person. All right. But anyways, to prove something about how I could save money. I don't know, y'all. I used to be a couponer too. All right. So whatever. But anyway, so again, something about mentor here. All right. So I laugh if there's a masculine energy sitting there saying, I just want to know if the person would be able to take this large amount of money. And that's why I made them go through that, or to test them. They already know it about me. And I feel like if it had to do with this other masculine, they didn't think that way. And I bet this person went and spent it on bitches and cars. You know what I'm saying? But me, I feel like, even though I haven't, been able to have like a abundance of like that or whatever, but I feel like I'm just more sensitive. I just feel like it. Okay, whatever. All right. So we have volcano and validity. Okay, so I feel like somebody was expecting somebody to be real pissed off right here. All right, because I feel like people try to keep trying to make up this energy about a damsel. Well, so you talking about the whole Bible energy. You talking about the whole Yeshua being a savior, coming for the lost ones. So I feel like somebody was trying to be funny. Okay. Somebody was trying to be funny and say, well, since you know everything, we're not going to tell you the shit you need to get out of the situation you in. Period. Okay? These are men that don't like to hear something from his woman, but he'll listen to another bitch telling him the same thing. She got it from his woman because she be spying on his woman. But when she said it, it's just supposed to sound different when she's saying exactly what his woman's saying. Or his best friend could call and say the same thing you said last week. And he'd be like, yeah, that shit sound, but when you said it, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know what you're really talking about. So again, there's always been some kind of something there. All right. So I don't want to keep on going with this video. All right. But I feel like what I'm picking up on is that some people is trying to plot. And again, if this is just a part of an act or something to project some energy, that's what it is. If it's not, then these people are trying to set up this empress because now they're afraid that the empress is going to be able to sit next to her emperor, or the emperor is going to sit next to his empress, or vice versa, whatever. And these people are afraid that somebody's going to run to retaliate or something on them. But again, if you did the crime, then you should do the time. And I feel like I haven't done no crime. All right. I know I haven't. So I don't mind anybody. I feel like somebody been watching all this time any fucking way. I haven't been doing anything. So we have new beginnings here with this dawn energy. All right. Dawn dish soap. Something. Okay. So we got the mystic here. Reveals an intimate union with the divine. Okay. Oh. I don't know what this is really talking about. We have lake and stillness here. That's what I'm about to be feeling when I go upstairs, because I do not want to clean up after this D baby. She be getting in. She got to dump the whole toys out in the living room. Okay? And they got to end up across the kitchen, everything, y'all. And my stomach hurt. I don't even really feel like doing nothing. Okay? But we got Gaia nurturing. Okay? And we got spring equinox rebirth. Okay? In reverse. Okay? So again, something in the spring maybe was supposed to happen, and maybe it's not. Okay? And then we have the metal here, vulnerability. Okay? And then we have solitude. Okay? So say maybe somebody needs to go back in solitude, or somebody already is. Yep. Because we got the cave here too with sanctuary. Okay? And then we got the iceberg with submerged. So maybe somebody was feeling icy or something like this, and they're not anymore. All right? And then we got the dragonfly emergence. Okay? So I feel like, yeah, somebody may be emerging out of some situation here. I feel like, again, with this visionary energy here, I feel like, and we got Avenger, I feel like, again, somebody is both. Like somebody is just well-rounded. Somebody is creation, dude. That's just it. The male and the female, and we got Milky Way with perspective. Okay, and I feel like that's what we have on this plane, and it's just not going to be, like I said, somebody could do something else as well anytime, but I feel like it's not going to be the same if it's not the people that were actually chosen for that particular position or something. But I was just thinking earlier, like, I never felt this before. It's like, so again, it's almost like you can have whatever you like, okay? It's almost like that, okay? It's like if a masculine, finally is talking about like settling down or retiring or something like that, it's like you can have whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? If this is somebody that's going into a presidency or something like this, or some type of leadership role, we could do whatever you want. Somebody going into this industry, we could do whatever you want. It's kind of like that, because I feel like somebody is a jack of all trades as well. All right. But I feel like it's definitely about two people building a legacy, like it's been talked about from the beginning of this thing, and blah, 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 blah. Woo, 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 woo. It is. And some other female just thought that she wanted that shit for herself. Somebody that is a different type of seer than me. And she just thought that she can come in and take it. Okay? So that's just what that is. All right? So I think that's it, y'all. I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. I don't think there's really nothing else to say. I feel like a lot of these tarot readers are panicking a little bit, or they're giving the impression that that's what's going on because they're putting on a front or putting on an act here. All right? I feel like people are covering up something. They never thought somebody was going to get the puzzle or figure something out or something like this. And now they're like, oh, dang. And the best thing to do is, everybody already don't like the Empress. Let's go ahead and just blame her. This mean that she'll probably be trying to rule over you. People got their opinion or whatever they're doing, because they acting like I don't know that this shit is real life. I'm supposed to be embarrassed because it's real life. But I feel like also these masculines want me to talk about the shit too, because they want to be able to prove some type of mental insanity case or something like this. But it's just gonna look crazy. All right. In the end, if that's what they're still doing, because I just feel like this is what this is. Somebody keep playing games. But again, every time they keep doing this, it just shows somebody somewhere more and more that somebody is doing something like this, and it's just building up a bigger and bigger case. I just feel like everybody want to just let it go. Let's just, do the right thing. That's basically really all that have to happen. Do the right thing. Somebody been playing for a long time, or playing the role of both when they are only one part of this, or trying to get somebody else to feel that part because they don't want to apologize. They don't want to do something different. You know, they don't want to do nothing brand new. Nothing that don't come, just make you smile for a couple seconds or something like this and you move on with your day. No, somebody don't want to do nothing brand new that actually takes some type of leap of faith or some type of, something. Actual face-to-face conversation and words. Somebody is so used to now just being able to get to somebody's energy all whenever they want, and it feels like to benefit them, and it feels like that has to be a very heartless person or something like this, because now something has been seen, and so that's the way you still want to carry on. I don't know, because a lot of times we be demanding respect and things like this, but we don't see how we treat other people, and that's including me. But again, if you came in my life and I never treated you like that, then I just feel like, okay, you could try to pay me back for what everybody else feel or something like this, but, what do you feel? Because you and I are going to be the ones that miss out on this, whatever this is. Okay, we got a Scorpio in reverse here. It's when I used to see this masculine energy, I couldn't see nobody else but his energy. It was a dangerous fucking thing, man. And it wasn't like on no stalking thing. No, it was just the energy that we created together commanded whatever this was. We have a Cancer. We got Jupiter in abundance. So this is making me think about Jupiter ascending when they took her to go get her documents or whatever she needed, okay? So that she can go ahead and go up there and get them keys, all right? And then she finally had somebody that actually cared about her for her, to support her with that dark angel, all right? We have Saturnus. If I feel like, again, my energy I don't know what to do after this. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious that a whole bunch of people were okay with this type of something happening to someone like me. We have Midhaven Pinnacle. All right. This could be a place where somebody lives. Okay. I seen something like this the other day. Like a kingdom of God or something like this that was so beautiful or something like this. You always wonder if it's something like that that's true. We got Capricorn. 10, maybe something in 10 years or something. Maybe somebody got an expansion on their life for 10 more years because they never really got a chance to live it. It's like everybody else been living theirs through this person or something like this. So we got this Cancerous energy again. So that's a double Cancer energy here. All right, we got Libra in reverse. Okay. Then we have an Aries in reverse. So this might be the Aries energy, Aries Libra energy that I keep picking up on. That's like a Taurus, like an Emperor energy or something like this. Oh, and I just said Taurus, and guess what just popped out? All right. Yeah, because I feel like the Taurus is the Taurus. But I feel like there's a young Taurus, both male, okay, possibly, okay? A younger one and one that's has more solid standing here or more power. And then we have this energy of this Aries in reverse. Because I feel like this Taurus has when we say North Node or something like this or South Node, let's just bust it open in the way that I see it, okay? Readers and people that read these books and everything and have this information or whatever, they're going to say it one way and I'm going to say it another. I feel like sometimes this represent possibly, something about the North Node or something like this. Somebody can be a Taurus, but their body or their vassal is being inhabited by an Aries energy that's in the reverse, all right? There. I feel like this has to do with possession, demonic energies that are attaching themselves, or other beings too, creatures or whatever, that are attaching themselves to people's energy. I saw it happen right before my eyes with Taurus, and I wonder was Taurus witnessing it happening to me. So it's like renting out a room in heaven, in the head of the feminine energy that would carry the aspect of God. And it used to be just me and this masculine, but he ended up doing something or changing it. And when he did that, these incubus energies could have attached themselves to him and then invaded the place with him. And that's how they got these gifts. So they didn't even know, they're not even realizing they got these gifts from probably like the big daddy and the big mama, but the big daddy could have got the gifts from the feminine aspect. It's something about like that. So these are people that, again, however they do it, whether they turn against the male or the female, are biting the hand that feeds them or that fed them or gave them these gifts. When they say God gave you the gift, who is God? Where it came from? The Ace of Cups, probably. Anyways,